What's up, everybody? It's Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique, and I've got this piece of luggage here, which is like super nice, but I'm not going away on any trips, which is like totally sad. But in this piece of luggage are samples from a company called Anita. Now, we deal with Anita Canada because I'm here in Canada, Ontario, and no, this is not sponsored. So why do I have samples? Well, I volunteer with an organization. It's called Look Good, Feel Better. It's a Canadian organization. lgfb.ca, and they give all sorts of information to people who have cancer. And my part of the volunteering is that I do in-person and online information sessions talking about breast prosthesis and so forth, what the options are. And this company, Anita, has very generously donated some samples for us to use. So they are the sponsor of Look Good, Feel Better. And I'm not sponsored by Look Good, Feel Better. I'm not sponsored by Anita. Just telling you the information. So Anita sponsors Look Good, Feel Better. I volunteer for Look Good, Feel Better. Does that make sense? So anyway, I'm going to show you the samples of the breast prosthesis that they've sent me. Now, this does not include their entire line, but this kind of gives an overall guide to what's available out there. And there are quite a few, 5 or 6 companies that make breast prosthesis and mastectomy bras, and they're all quite similar. Anita has some unique things. First of all, their bras are amazing. They're beautiful, and they were probably some of the most well-made and really nice bras in the industry. And I like Anita because they will make a non-mastectomy bra, and they'll make that same non-mastectomy bra, but then in a mastectomy version, and then in a nursing version, and then in like whatever. So, you know, it's not, this is just our mastectomy line. This is our nursing line. This is our whatever. No, it's like the same beautiful design with mild modifications. So I don't know. I just like that. Anyway, I'm rambling on. So let's get to see what is in this case. Okay, I'm going to show you the variety of samples that Anita has sent me in their breast prosthesis line. Now, again, they cannot send me every single sample that they have in their line, like every single style, because I would need a warehouse. But they've sent me the best representation of variety. Does that make sense? Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is the triangle. And this is what we call symmetrical. You can wear it on the left, you can wear it on the right. And this is my favorite shape because it fits 95+ percentage of people. And you're gonna see this shape reoccurring over and over again because it is such a good shape for people. And on the back, it's just a simple back, very soft because it's made out of surgical grade silicone, so it passes the hug test. All of these are made out of surgical grade silicone. So when, you hug somebody, it feels very natural. You can't tell the difference. So this is the first one. And then they have a variation of that. They have this one. So this is cut out more than this one, right along here. And this would be for somebody who maybe has a more petite frame, and the footprint of this one is just too big. Or depending on how the surgery was done, this might fit better, but I still fit more of these than these, even though it's probably, quite similar. It's just not quite right for a lot of people. And then we have another variation. Oh, I should show you the back of this one. This one has gel in the back. It's still silicone, but it's a silicone gel, and there's little bumps. I don't know whether you can see. The bumps, they say help in airflow because they're silicone, they can get hot, and the gel is supposed to keep you cooler because, wearing silicone against your body, even though it's in the pocket of a bra, can get hot. It just can. So I've shown you this one, I've shown you this one. Now I'm going to show you this one, which again is so similar to these other ones. This is the first one I showed you, this is the second one I showed you, and this is the third one. And this is just kind of in between the other two around the sides here. And again, it depends how the surgery was done. This still seems to be the winner for me and for most of my clients. And again, this one just has like a regular back to it. Then we have this one, which looks pretty much identical to this one. So what's the difference? The difference is the backs. So this one has a silicone back, surgical grade silicone, and this one has a fabric back. And the fabric is just attached around the edges, not all over. And I'm not really sure what the purpose of that is. I guess maybe to absorb moisture if you're sweating, but I would rather just like rinse off a silicone prosthesis than this. I think this would take longer to dry. I'm not really sure what the purpose is. I've never seen anybody do this before. So we'll still see about that. And then there's this one. You're going to see a theme. Here's the same shape again because it's the most popular shape, fits most people, but the back is different. The back on this one has a little smiley face. Kind of weird, but yeah. And it's supposed to move more naturally, especially with bigger breasts. When you sit down, it's supposed to move more naturally. My experience with this was not great. And just my experience, because I ordered this for somebody and all of these breast prosthesis are warranted for 2 years under manufacturer's warranty. It is a requirement of our healthcare system. And I said, you know, what happens if there's like a breakage in this area? Because I could just anticipate it. Oh, no, it's fine. It's warranted. Well, don't you know, within the warranty period, that breakage happened and I had to fight to get it replaced. And I was really mad about that because my clients should not have to even stress over it. In the end, it did get replaced. And when I spoke with the rep, she was really surprised that I was given a hard time. And maybe it was just the inexperience of the person I spoke with. But that really kind of tainted me against this. But you know, my one bad experience might be like 1 in a million, right? If you've worn this kind of breast prosthesis, let me know if you've had any problems with it or if you had to exchange it and if it, because of defect, and if you had any issues with exchanging it. I'd really like to know. Then there is, again, same sort of deal, right? And you're saying, well, hey, I've already seen the one with the fabric back. What's the deal with that? Let me find my fabric back. Here we go. What's the difference? They look the same, right? Pretty much. Well, the difference is that this one has a pocket in it. Okay, so the other one I showed you does not have any pocket. This one has a pocket. Why? Why on earth would it have a pocket? Well, if you want to adjust your breast prosthesis, it comes with this fiber fill, which is what you put into a pillow, and you can stuff it in here. And you can stuff it in here for a couple of reasons. If you've had expanders put in, and expanders are put in, I'm not a doctor or a nurse, but expanders are put in during surgery, and they're like a flat breast prosthesis that gradually get pumped up to expand the skin so that you can put breast implants in or whatever kind of reconstruction they're doing. And so your size changes every month or so. And this can help to, you can see I puffed it out. This can help to adjust the size as you adjust the size, or your doctor adjusts the size of your expanders. Also, some people have not just a flat wall, but they'll have like a divot or something, and you can make this go into like one specific spot that it can stick out. It's hard to see here, you know, but I put all the fiber fill over here and none over here, and that can fill in a gap in your chest wall just to make it more of a customized fit, which is a great idea. I think that's fabulous. Have you ever used a custom prosthesis that you can adjust the size? Not custom, you can customize it. Have you used one, and what did you think? Then we have to look at diversity. Well, we have more than one skin tone, which is great. And again, same shape, same breast prosthesis, but just a different skin tone, because we are very multicultural here in Canada and around the world, and skin tone is important. You want something that makes you feel like it's part of your body as much as possible. And then we have same shape, but this is a swim form. Now, as far as I understand, Anita does not warranty their breast prosthesis for swimming. No pools, no water. Well, you can wash it, but no hot tubs, no pools, no lakes, no ocean swimming. But they have a swim prosthesis, which is less expensive, and you can't wear it every day because it'll just collapse on you. But it is hollow in the back. It's supposed to allow for water flow, and this would go into a mastectomy swimsuit. And it's also made out of surgical grade silicone. It feels really nice and jelly-like. And this is just obviously clear. You can see my fingers through here. And this is that same super shape because it's just such a great shape. So that is the breast prosthesis side of things. But not everybody has a full mastectomy, which is the removal of a breast. Some people have a partial mastectomy. Sometimes they call it a lumpectomy, and they just take away part of the breast, which means that one breast is going to be smaller than the other. There might be different shapes. They might appear different, you know, in different locations now because you've taken part of the breast away, different, you know. And in order to get them to match, there are what we call partial prosthesis. So this one is a really good example. And if you've had the lump removed underneath, you can place it here, you can place it here, you can place it here, wherever you need to put it to fill in that gap. Now these are a little bit hard to keep in place. Some companies have them so they have a sticky back so it sticks to your skin, which might be easier to keep it in place. But even with a mastectomy bra, these are easy to shift. But what I like about Anita's, and I haven't seen this in this shape of a partial before, is they have that back where you can fill it with fiberfill again. So you can make it as bulky or as flat as you want, or maybe you just need this side bulky or that side bulky. And I think that's a fantastic idea. Then they have the partials, which are pretty hollow inside. So you can see it's like hollow, and it would go over the smaller breast to even it out. And of course, these come in different sizes. All of these come in different sizes. So that, let's say your breast is smaller, or now it's misshapen, or whatever the case may be, you can put this over. We match the sides so that you can wear a tight white t-shirt and everything looks fine and the girls look even. This one happens to come with, again, that little pocket, so you can stuff this and make it as full or as flat as you like. Especially if you're going through surgery with expanders, this is a great option. Sometimes also buying for people overseas to get an expandable or an adjustable breast prosthesis is really, really helpful because we can make an educated guess what their size is, but we are unlikely to get it spot on. But we did speak about the different skin tones, and ta-da, they have a third skin tone. This one happens to be a partial again, which you can expand, but Anita also provides a full breast prosthesis in the third skin tone. So I think that is a really good overall look at options for breast prosthesis. They really have thought of everything, you know, something for everybody. And I appreciate that, and my clients appreciate that. Most breast prosthesis companies do have a wide variety. I think Anita's is a little bit more unique in how they've done things, with especially with like the fabric backing and so forth. Good company, great company, good quality products, and yeah, they sponsored Look Good, Feel Better, which I think is awesome. And again, I am not sponsored. So let me know, have you had trouble being fit with a breast prosthesis that just meets your needs? Would you want a custom-made breast prosthesis? Because that is also an option, not through Anita, but through several other companies, custom-made. Later, I will go through, in another video, Anita's sample of their bras that they sent me, because again, theirs are they're more unique compared to other companies. Unique in the sense that a lot of companies copy each other's styles, so it doesn't appear to be a great variety out there, but Anita has their own style, which is really, really nice and very good quality. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think of the fabric backing, which, you know, is different? And what do you think of the variety in skin tones and also the variety in shapes? Do you think that would meet your needs? That's it for me for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, comment down below. We really appreciate your support, and we'll see you soon.